Hey y'all, and welcome to the Ingles table. I'm Kaitlyn Baker, and today I'm preparing my easy Delmonico potatoes. All right, so let me give you guys a little heads up on what we're doing here. So I have about 4 tablespoons of butter that I've melted down, and I've put 1 small onion in here, and we're just kind of gonna let these get a little translucent. And then we're gonna start on our cheese sauce. So Delmonico potatoes, I actually had to look this up, but it's pretty much a glorified hash brown casserole essentially. But Delmonico's was a restaurant that apparently started in New York, and they were known for their steaks, but also their really like cheesy potato casserole thing that they had going on. So this is a really great thing to add to any sort of holiday or any kind of dinner, just to kind of like elevate it and make it fun. So here we have some flour. We're gonna let this cook down for about a minute and just kind of stir that up. You just want to make sure that you cook the flour out of it. You don't want no flour taste in there. All right, so now we're slowly gonna stir in. We have 2 cups of whole milk and a cup of heavy cream. That heavy cream is really gonna help this sauce become more like rich and super creamy. So we're gonna keep cooking this down a little bit and be stirring it. I'm gonna turn the heat up just a little bit. All right, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add our cheddar cheese in here. And this sauce, it comes together pretty quick. I mean, as you guys can see, it's really simple. We're gonna let that cheese sauce thicken a little bit. I'm gonna add some pepper in here. I love pepper, so I'm gonna add quite a bit of pepper. Let's see if I can get this open here. There we go. We're gonna add some pepper. We're gonna add some salt. I'm gonna do quite a bit of salt. I think potatoes really need lots of salt. And then also garlic powder, and then I'm gonna do just a little bit of paprika in here, probably about like a half of a teaspoon of the paprika and the garlic powder. And we're just gonna let this thicken up. And then I am going, while this is actually doing that, we're gonna go ahead and lay out our hash browns. And it's so simple. If you wanted to, you could cut your own potatoes, you could cube them, you could do whatever. This is the easy, convenient way. Ingles makes it so simple. They already have hash browns literally in the freezer section. You wanna make sure these are thawed out. And I've sprayed my pan here, and we're just gonna line our casserole dish here with our hash browns. Just make sure we evenly get it all in there. And then we're gonna let this sauce continue to thicken up, and then I will be back and we're gonna pour this cheese sauce all over here, and then I'm gonna pop it in the oven, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna finish everything. All right, we are back, and this cheese sauce has thickened. If you can see here, you can tell that it's that nice creamy texture that we're looking for. Those onions are just gonna enhance the flavor. So what we're gonna do is just as simple as it gets. We're just gonna toss this in here evenly, and then we are going to make sure that all those hash browns are covered in all this cheesy goodness here. There's that. And then I'm gonna just kind of mix it up just a little bit in here. You could always just layer it if you want to. This is just kind of like the quick way to just do it real fast. Make sure it all gets distributed in there really good. And then I have some breadcrumbs. You don't have to add the breadcrumbs, but I like the texture of the breadcrumbs on this casserole, so I'm gonna add that on there as well. And like I said, you could add any kind of cheese that you want to on this. I think Parmesan adds a nice little touch to it, so that's what I'm gonna be adding along with the cheddar cheese. So let's get that on there. All right, we got our breadcrumbs. Just sprinkle that on top of there. It's really simple. I feel like this feeds a lot of people too, so if you're having a big dinner, this is really nice to have. Get your cheddar cheese, Parmesan on there. The more cheese, the merrier for me, you guys. And I like to add some chives on here after we get done baking it. So that's what we're gonna do right now. My oven is set on 375. I'm gonna pop this in the oven, and then we're gonna put those chives on the top of it, and then we're pretty much good to go. We'll let it rest for like 10 or 15 minutes before we cut into it, but it's so good, it's so decadent. You guys are gonna love this recipe. Okay guys, I pulled this out of the oven. It is nice, hot, and bubbly. I'm so excited about trying this. I have a little bit of chives that I'm gonna sprinkle on here. And I'm gonna let this probably sit for 10 or 15 minutes before I dive into it. But this is so simple. I know your family is gonna love this. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Remember to explore the website for more great recipes, and I'll see you next time.